Hey y'all, so I am back with another video. If you are new here, welcome to my YouTube channel, Channeling Chaz Media. If you are familiar, thanks for coming back. Sorry, I'm breathing so hard. It took me a lot to set up everything. I wanted to get on camera, clean, clear, made up face before my event tonight. So if you're tuning in, you know already what this video is about. And I'm literally like 15 minutes from leaving, so that's why I'm like kind of like trying to hurry up. I'm looking at the clock over there, but anyway, I'm just excited. So I have to tell y'all just a like rundown. Obviously we're here for the Tabitha Brown Target launch event. I'm getting footage tonight. I'm super excited about it, but I was chosen as one of the people to go. So I'm definitely gonna do a before and after video, kind of just sharing like what it was like to be there. I hope we get a chance to meet her. All the things that are gonna happen tonight I think are gonna be amazing. I'm excited about that. And also one of my other Tabitha is like role model status of like people in the entertainment industry, but another person that's hosting that I am just super fond of as well, Kevin on Stage, Kevin Fredericks. So I'm really excited to watch both of their to see both of them and to watch like his hosting style in person. There's another lady that's going to be there. I'm not as familiar with her, but I'm excited to see her. Danielle Young, I want to say is her name. But I'm just excited to see Tab, to see her energy, to feel her energy in person. So yeah, I'm elated. But I do want to kind of share a little bit about everything and how it happened. So first of all, this week has been crazy. So it's the beginning of June, end of May, beginning of June. For me, the beginning of June is it's bittersweet, right? So I love June. There's a lot of birthdays in my friend group and family. In June it's the beginning of summer, but June is the start of the start of the month is the anniversary of my mother's passing. So typically I'm usually okay because it's been a while, but you know, you never really get over those types of things. So I always you know, just kind of take it easy around that time. And so this whole week has been just crazy because so many new things have been kind of, or not new things, but just things that I did not see coming happen. So for the first thing that happened is my wife and I, we go to church. We still do virtually, excuse me, but we kind of like, it's kind of crazy to say shopping around for church, but we kind of go to different churches because I think we're in the space where we're looking for a new church home, but just something that feels right for us. And so we're always visiting other churches, but recently we just found out about a church that began here not long ago. I'm familiar with the pastors, and my actual cousin told me about it. So I said, I'm gonna go on Sunday. So my wife and I, we virtually watched on Sunday, and I mean, y'all, I was on the floor. Now the first thing about it was the pastor talked about, you know, the sermon was called Thank You for Being a Friend, and it talked about just God knowing what you need, and the fact that, you know, before in the story in the Bible, there was a paralyzed man and he couldn't walk. So before God healed him and made him better, he forgave him, forgave him. And you know, the friends were kind of like, wow, like they weren't even thinking about that basically. And so the pastor just talked a lot about having a friend in Jesus, and understanding so many things about friends, and the people that come into your life that are seasonal friends, and the people that come into your life that are unique friends moving forward, that last with you forever, and how to look at that, and how Jesus is a friend to us. But how sometimes we look for people that or look for things in people, and that's not their purpose in our lives. But we see friend in such a, you know, humanistic type of way. So again, so many nuggets, I could go on and on about it, but the gist of it is I was moved by it because I'm in this season where I am just enjoying being around my friends, talking to them, hanging with them and everything. But earlier this year, I felt alone again. And if any of you out there have ever experienced depression, anxiety, you know what it's like to feel by yourself, even with a room full of people. And so for me, I started feeling isolated because of my journey. And I think I was isolating myself slightly. And so I'm just getting to the point where I'm like, you got to take care of yourself. And that means community is important. So with that being said, that was just like a hard hitting sermon. But then Ariel and I started a project in the house. So I'm not obviously down there. I did like this like it was coming. It's not. But we painted the living room area. And so I'm going to show you guys that and like the finished product and everything. But I got a couple more things to do. But the color I chose was like perfect. It's like this warm brown. It's called cocoa rum. So it's like a warm cocoa color. It makes the room feel more just warm. That's all I can say. We like earth tones over here, so there's that. And so I will say the room and painting and spending time by myself, but in a way that, because the first day me and Ariel did it together, one of our friends joined in over at the house. Well, she didn't paint, but she was here in moral support, and it was actually very therapeutic for us to just all hang out, chit chat, laugh, or whatever. Shout out to Janelle. But the next day Ariel went back to work, so I painted the second day by myself completely. And it was very therapeutic and moving to just kind of be in this space where I felt the creativity in myself. I saw myself painting different walls and doing different things with this house as well as any other home we end up purchasing at some point. I saw myself appreciating today what I have, and in expectation of my futuristic material blessings God might see fit for me to have. But also there was this space of just today. And so from that point forward, I had been talking to my wife about it. I actually had a conversation with a friend that made me feel really good. I went to see one of my other really great friends. And so I've just been in this space of just like, things need to change today. Since Sunday. And so and Ariel and I talked about it, and we just kind of both agreed the space that we're in as a family, all of that plays a role, right? In what we're gonna do next. We have to be aligned. So lastly, she calls me yesterday and is like, hey, you need to go register for this show. Tab's gonna be here. I'm like, what? And I was like doing something. So when she called, I was like already annoyed. So come to find out, she's doing some secret show launch for her Target brand. Well, it's not secret, but she says, you know, if you want to come, register yourself, RSVP. I tried to go to the October book signing and I didn't get a ticket. So I'm sure I probably won't get chosen for this, because Ariel called me. It could have been plenty of people that had already saw it. Well, I signed up. Ariel signed up. We signed up separately because she was thinking she couldn't make it, and then come to find out she could. So she signed up a little bit after me. And I didn't want to end up with 2 tickets and nobody to go with. But it's crazy, y'all. I got chosen. So I'm going tonight. I'm super excited. And unfortunately, Ariel didn't get chosen, but we felt that the alignment in this moment of me getting chosen to sorry about that. The alignment of me getting chosen to be able to attend this, to have the possibility to just again be in the same room as some people that I find uniquely gifted role models in an industry that I desire to be a part of someday. I never saw this coming, not like this way. you know, I've been planning ways I'm gonna meet them forever. And so just to be in this environment, I'm really excited. And just to share in this really big moment for somebody I truly admire and am inspired by. So y'all are gonna see the video today, or some footage from the show tonight. I'm excited. Let's get into it. I can say when I first got in, it was phenomenal. Walked in there, well, I was by myself, so it was kind of scary, kind of nerve-wracking, because I just was by myself. I didn't have like a friend or anybody I knew. So I met someone in line. I tried to stick with her for a minute, but then I kind of noticed like she was trying to stick with me till she found her friends, but she was super nice still. And we ended up standing at this table with some other people too, that were just there. Like, everybody had a buddy but me. But I ended up meeting this fabulous lady, Tanya, I think it's her name. And then I met another actress. Her name is, I forgot her name. It's been a couple weeks now, so I follow her on Instagram. She's really great. But anyway, so I just met a lot of people and it was really cool. But the gist of it, the main person that I was there to see in the event, I was there to see Miss Tabitha Brown. So it was such a good time. The fashion, when you first walked in, it was super colorful. It was everything you can imagine her line to be like. It was perfect. It was so her. And then all the people that were actually working, everybody that was working the event, everybody had on the Tabitha clothing. I actually have some. I did not wear it today because now it's been a few weeks since it launched. So of course I went and got everything I wanted from the line, or most of everything I wanted from the line. But we get in, they're serving like hors d'oeuvres. They have drink specials with like her little sayings. They had like a little booth where they gave away these like cute bags with like the Target booklet that was for free for everybody. And I think she had some vegan cookies in the bag too. And then I saw Kev on stage. He was hosting. And it was just a lot of, it was definitely some people that were in the industry there, as well as just regular people. And I found out the lady that I was standing in line with, she actually worked for Target. So it was a very exclusive event. Probably less than 200 people total. And I'm talking with the people, the staff and everything. It was a very exclusive event. And the fashion show started like maybe 30 minutes to an hour after we got there. So it was nice because we got to kind of look around, see everything, find a seat or wherever you're going to stand for the show. And then the show was like maybe 10-15 minutes with all of the gear. Her daughter started it and then ended it, and then she walked out with her. And it was just beautiful. It was really inspiring to see. She was super emotional. And I think for me, I was on a mission that day. So when I saw her be emotional, it just did something for me because I felt like I understood the story so well. Like I told y'all, I kind of studied her all day to like just to remember everything I know about her. And I feel like I learned a lot that day, even though I had heard her tell her story about going viral, about, you know, being in the entertainment industry, about moving to LA, all of that. But I just feel like I learned the true soul of her from kind of studying her the whole day before I went. And so I wrote a letter to her just thanking her and saying some personal things that I wanted to share with her that I knew I wouldn't be able to share at that time unless I wrote it down, because I was going to be overwhelmed. And of course they did a meet and greet and I was able to give her my letter. And she was so sweet to me. She hugged me. She took my letter. She whispered in my ear and said something nice. And she actually, she saw me. She's like, you on a mission. And I was like, I am, Auntie Tab. I was like, I brought my book. And so it was just like such a funny moment. So I was overly emotional. I cried big tears. So if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen the video. But I think what was most beautiful, she wrote in my book, also like just a little short message, but it was so inspiring. And from the time that I had that to now, where I am on my own pivot journey. If you've been following me, you know kind of what kind of journey I've been on. You know that when I started that journey, prior to the week that I met her, I was just I was on another journey. I feel like I was on a different journey then. Like I was kind of revamping, and I think 3 to 4 weeks now, I think it's been, post the fashion show launch of Tabitha Brown's collection at Target, and just meeting her, I feel different now. And I feel like that's what life feels like for me. I feel like it's ever changing but ever evolving in the best way. And so I'm so thankful for the opportunity to have done that, and to see where I am just in the last 6 to 7 months of my life. And I'm excited to continue sharing with everyone what's going on, what's happening, my greenery wall that I've had for a while. I got some new things popping off, and I think that meeting her, hearing her just like, she didn't even know me, but poured into me in a way that it's like she knew me or something. So I know that's not the last time I'm going to meet her. I told her that in my letter. And I know I'm going to meet her again. And my prayer is that, like, the continued blessings that come upon her life are just overwhelming, like they were for that night for her, because she deserved every bit of that. And I'm so happy that she deserved it, because she does things for people that she doesn't even like know, like me. I'm a person that I don't like to idolize people, because we're all human, but she is truly a role model of mine, and I'm extremely inspired by her, and even more inspired now after meeting her. So thank you, Tab, for just everything. Thank you for like living in your truth, being a light, following what God has called you to do. And yeah, I'm right behind you. Hey, and I'm back here bouncing. But yeah, so that was all. I'm glad I got to share with y'all. Thank you for joining. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what else you want to see. I think I'm revamping this channel. I don't know what I'm going to do next, but I'm excited about it. Y'all see my red hair is still popping. So yeah, stay tuned. We out.